the oil all drained out. Get a paper towel and set that on there. Where did I leave them? Okay. So, hopefully you can see everything's done dripping. Oil pan is full of dirty oil. So now I just take, there's about a 1 3/4 quarts in here. I just run about a 1/2 quart of fresh oil in here. It's about $3 maybe. Nice clean oil going into the machine. Drain plug is still open. Let's go take a look. You can see it's starting to drip. Semi-clean, but also a little bit of dirty oil in there. That just flushes that bottom of that oil pan out a little bit better. I say this in quite a bit of my videos. Just want to get as much dirt out of that engine, out of that engine as possible. I don't see any harm in wasting a 1/2 quart of oil to do that. Okay, I just let that drip for about 5 minutes. Go ahead and close that valve. Make sure it stops dripping. Let's go ahead and add the oil. As far as getting a little bit more oil, dirt out of that engine, wipe off the dipstick real good. Here we go. I'll put about 6 quarts in there and check it. Different places on the machine. Sometimes I write it on the filter. Sometimes I write it just where you can see all filters, the date and the hours of the machine. Put that somewhere where you can see it. As well as back on the door on my calendar where I have all the machines.
Branch of Cleveland Brothers. If you know your party's extension number, they dial it at... Wait while I transfer your call. 0% interest.
Brothers Sports, this is Aaron.
Hey Aaron, Tom Hawes, TSH Concrete.
What's up, Tom?
Hey, working on my 305, and I forgot to get the inline fuel filter whenever I was out there getting filters. Do you happen to have that?
Let me pull your account up here. Let me take a look and see.
Okay, thanks.
All right, 1G7206. I do have those in stock.
Okay, I'll swing out in a couple of minutes and grab one.
All right, Tom, I'll get that ordered for you, bud.
All right, thanks Aaron, appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Bye. Okay, after thinking about it, after going through all this, one little filter right there that I usually change. If I don't do it right now, it's not going to get done for a whole nother year. So let's go ahead and change that out and give it a grease. Okay, so I let the oil set a little bit. Here's our target right in between these, and I want to favor a little bit high on that. We still have to finish filling up that filter the rest of the way. So right there, so I'll probably add about maybe 1 more quart. pretty good. This is good. I'm down to my last maybe gallon of oil, but I still have my trucks to do. I use 1030 in these machines. In my trucks I use 1540. And again, that's why I don't have a 55-gallon drum anymore. There's so many different kinds, I just don't have room for it. The cars take like 0.30 to 5.20, 30, whatever it is, you know. Every car has its different. Seems like we used to just put the same oil in everything. Lawnmower, trucks. Look how nice and clean that oil looks. Okay, we're right there. That's a good place to stop. Make sure the O-ring's good. Snug, good to go. All right, let's go get that filter and get it taken care of. Be right back. That only took about 15 or 20 minutes to run out, get a new filter. Oops. Sorry about that. It's not the easiest thing to get to. And I'm trying to prop the camera up in here. How about right there? You can use a Phillips screwdriver or a red nut driver. Just loosen those lines and it pulls right out. Pulls right out. Pulls right out. Here's the old one, and here goes the new one. On. Oops. I'm sure you can't really see me working in there. There we go. Hose is on. Hose clamp is in place. So the whole thing took, what, about 3 minutes? This is one of the things, once I pull this machine out, it's not coming back in just for this filter. Could it make it another year? Probably. Now the odds just went up. This summer, we're going to have other things to think about than this little filter. Okay, that was easy. So I went through here with hot soapy water, cleaning everything. So I just turned the key to the on position. You can see it's starting to pump fuel in. So we'll let that cycle for a little while. A little bit quicker process, you could fill this up with fuel and then put it on. But I'm not in any hurry. What I did want to show you is, as I take this out and look at this, there is some dirt in that filter. By far it was not clogged, but it's doing its job, screening that dirt out of there. Good job, filter. All the pivot points with grease, the thumb, top and bottom. Put a couple shots of grease in it, and I like to see it come out. Then you know they're full. So every pivot point has a grease fitting, sometimes two. Jump down here to the blade. Now once you get lower, in any grease fitting, once they're covered in dirt, give them a wipe with a paper towel. And again, you can see it coming out right there, so I stop. Okay, let's give it a start. Let it cycle. It might stall out, yep. Let it cycle one more time. And I don't just crank it, just let it cycle just a little bit more. Filter is just about full. We'll give it another minute. Let it cycle. Okay, let's go check for leaks. Nothing dripping. That all looks good. That was just a little damp from me changing that. I don't see anything dripping there. And hydraulic. Fluid went down a little bit more. Okay, let's go ahead and top off these fluids, check the oil, get it buttoned up. Okay, new paper towel, wipe it clean. Right here, I'm going to throw another quart in it and see where we're at. Okay, add my last quart of oil. We'll do the hydraulic next and finish up greasing. These oil cans make it nice, you know, trying to get a quart of oil or a gallon jug in there would be quite challenging and messy. So I like the flex spout with the shut off. Just letting that oil settle a little bit. There, I like that. Nice and clean. Look at that clean oil. ready for action. Okay, I get the belly pan on. Look at the spout, not dripping. That goes in there. Just put these in loose to start. Once you get all of them in, then you can tighten them up. Hydraulic, about a gallon in here. This is a 2-gallon can. It's just my guess. Open these slowly. I should have said that before I did it, but it wasn't under too much pressure. So you can watch it in the window as you fill it up. Coming up on center. This will expand as it gets hot, so you don't really want to overfill it. And that's going to be about it. Right there. And I think I'm empty. Pretty good guess. I'm a pretty good guesser. And once I run it, it might go down ever so slightly. Yep. Okay, make sure that's on tight. Hydraulics good. Fuel, oil, air. That's a wrap. And I always put these someplace where they're going to stay clean. I have a cabinet over here that I like to keep them in. And you all see my garage. It's a challenge keeping things clean in here. But this is kind of a must. Right there. Okay, put my panel back on. Got the bolts finger tight. Snug these up. And go ahead and close it up. Give it a quick look. See if anything needs adjusted. I think it looks pretty good. Okay. Let's get these final drives done. Let me show you how I do that. Okay, on the final drives, there's a drain and a fill on this one. Sometimes there's only one. You have to rotate it, use it as the drain, rotate it to the top, use it as the fill. On this one, I have a drain and a fill, so I'll rotate the track to the bottom and get that draining. Now, the easiest way to do this, my blade on this side, I'll swing and put the boom and bucket over here, pick the machine up a little bit. Now I can rotate the tracks pretty easily. Might hear a little growling. I doubt it though. Drop the blade, raise the machine. So this needs rotated down. One more. Okay, let's look at this other side. What are the chances, huh? Drain. Bring that forward. Right here, down some. I think I went the wrong way. Yep. And there we go. Just a bump more. Go with that. Now I can do them both. While the machine's up, you can check the tension of those tracks. They're even with the bottom of the roller. Just a little bit of play. Looks good. This side, about the same way. Just hanging down ever so slightly. Go ahead and get these draining. Make sure I get a good shot of that. I just use a gallon jug, cut about 3 inches just so it fits underneath the hub. It goes into my waste oil collection. Everything done dripping, I just take a little bit of clean oil, pump into it. Now you can see it coming out the bottom. Dirty oil, and looking good. Just gave it a little flush. Once that's done dripping, we'll go ahead and refill. This stuff is very expensive. With that being said, I still don't feel like I'm wasting it. Okay, get this up to level, give these tracks a spin, and recheck. Okay, wipe the cap nice and clean. Go ahead and snug. Good. Now you can fill till it comes out of the middle hole. Okay, just switched bottles, so it should be filling up in moments. There we go. You can see it coming out right there. Just let it settle a minute. Looks pretty good. Wiping off all the plugs. Good. With the fluids topped off. Now we can rotate these tracks. Make sure we're up in the air. Let's go ahead and check out level again. Now I can finish greasing that. Get center one out. And we should see some oil coming out. Yep. Good level. Okay, snug. All done.